Hey guys, Sean Soda here, back again doing another movie review, and today we will be reviewing Black Adam. And if you guys are wondering, like, my background is different. I mean, it's still like my room, like I always do my videos, but like the angle's a little different. That's because my phone is charging right now, and I really had to get this review up right now. So, yeah, today we are talking about Black Adam, like I said. Now, Black Adam, this will be a spoiler review, so if you have not yet seen this movie, please leave this review, but I highly recommend you guys check this movie out, though. So, yeah. Now, yeah, a lot of you guys may know the plot to the movie if you guys are already watching it, like, if you watch the movie and shit like that, so, yeah. Now, I really liked Black Adam, actually. I thought this movie was really good, definitely one of the better DCEU movies, and I think the DCEU is, like, doing really good right now with their movies, like, Zack Snyder's Justice League, The Suicide Squad, and now Black Adam. They're doing really good in their movies right now. But from what I've seen in the news, like with production values, they're not doing so good again. Like they canceled the Man of Steel sequel again. They canceled Wonder Woman 3. They canceled the sequel to this movie, which got me really sad because I was really hyped for a Man of Steel 2. I've always wanted to see that, but now we're not going to get it anymore. Wonder Woman 3, and not so much. I didn't even like the second one. So, yeah. What else was I gonna say? So yeah, Black Adam. This movie was really sick, and yeah, this I would basically say that this movie is kind of like Shazam, but the guy knows what he's doing, you know. So yeah, and Black Adam, like I really like the action. Like there was so much action in this movie, and it was awesome. Like this movie was action packed. I loved it so much, and all the action sequences were awesome. Where Black Adam's fighting the soldiers, and he keeps killing them, and all those scenes are so funny. And when he's fighting the Justice Society, so many times those scenes are pretty sick too. And yeah, just every time he's in action, he's sick. And in the end battle, he's awesome. Yeah, Black Adam, like the character of Black Adam, let's talk about him. Literally one of the best DCEU heroes ever. And definitely, this is definitely the best performance I've seen from The Rock, actually, because he gave a fire performance in this movie. Normally, I'm not like the biggest fan of The Rock. I mean, I like him, I think he's solid, but like, I really don't get why he's in so many movies. I mean, I get it, he's strong, but he's not the best actor out there. But with this movie, it changed my viewpoint because he's fucking awesome in this movie. And at first, I was like, really? The Rock as Black Adam, you can do a little better than that. But then as I see it, I'm like, oh no, this guy's perfect. Like he's perfect as Black Adam. I love him. Yeah. So yeah, Black Adam, he was really cool in this movie, and I loved his relationship with like little Amon or whatever, like the little boy, you know, and like the fact that Amon keeps telling him like to do the catchphrases, and Tess Adam is old school and all of that. So yeah, those scenes were pretty cool, and how protective he is on Amon and his mom. I forgot his mom's name. I hope it comes back to me, but like, I forgot her name, but I know in the comics she's supposed to be Black Adam's lover. Um, what else was I gonna say? But yeah, Black Adam, he was sick, and I loved all the scenes like when he's like sarcasm. Yeah, the scene with sarcasm was hilarious. And what else? Anything else I should say about Black Adam in this movie? And yeah, he's just very protective, and he does not give a shit about his enemies. Like, he does not care about his enemies at all. He kills his enemies left and right. And even when the Justice Society keeps telling him don't kill him, he still kills them. Yeah, those scenes are really sick, and I just love how he doesn't give a shit. So yeah, that's the coolest part about him. Anything else? And then I love the catchphrase he gave, "Tell them the Men in Black sent you." That was pretty sick. And I loved towards like in the movie, like towards the middle, like the speed racer bike fight or whatever. Like, I'm not sure if that's what they're called. I know that's Star Wars, but I'm just gonna call them that here because that's pretty much what they resemble. So yeah, and so yeah, that scene was pretty cool, and it was really funny when he picked up the guy, when the guy like had the kid, and he was like, let him go, and he's like, you should choose your words correctly. And then he grabbed the guy, and he was like, let me go, and he was like, you choose your words correctly, and he dropped him. So yeah, that scene was really funny. And this movie was hilarious too, which is another thing I loved about it. It was funny. Like, this whole movie from start to finish was hilarious, and yeah, I loved it. I loved it so much. Like, the comedy really worked in this movie. Anything else I should say? Yeah, and there was this one thing about Black Adam that confused me towards the end of the movie. It was kind of like a twist, but I'll get to that once I start talking more about the end of the movie. But yeah, this movie, I do have a little bit of flaws with it, such as the villain is a little whack in this movie, and yeah, and the twist really confused me. So yeah, those are my two flaws. But other than that, everything else is just great. So yeah. Oh wait, I do have enough. Wait, nah, actually I don't. That's not really a flaw, to be honest. Anything else I should say? So let's get on to the other characters now. Like we'll start off with the Justice Society before we start off with the human characters. So first off, Doctor Fate. Doctor Fate was really cool. He definitely resembled Doctor Strange in this movie. He was really cool how he can tell future. He can make other versions of himself. I loved his little mask too, his little helmet. His helmet was so cool, and the fact that like his helmet is like he's the main opponent of the helmet. Yeah, and he was so smart too. He was pretty much the leader of the Justice Society group. Anything else? Yeah, I think him and Hawkman were probably my favorites of the Justice Society. So yeah, yeah, he was cool, and his whole friendship with Hawkman was pretty cool too. Anything else I should say about him? Yeah, yeah, and all the scenes where he's in action, like it's fucking sick. Like when he's talking to Black Adam through his mind, and when he's like making illusions. Yeah, it's just sick. So yeah, and the special effects on him were done amazingly. And then we get on to Hawkman. Hawkman was really cool in this movie too. He was really funny too, and I love those scenes where he kept telling Atom Smasher, "Me and you." Yeah, and the fact that him and Doctor Fate were the main ones telling Black Adam not to kill, and I really like that little fight between him and Black Adam in the little apartment. Yeah, that was a pretty cool fight. Anything else to just say? And yeah, Hawkman with his little like spear, his little like ball spear or whatever, like that was pretty sick too. And like his suit looks pretty cool too. And at first, when I saw the casting choice of casting Hawkman as like a black guy, at first I didn't know how to feel about that because he's not black in the comics. He's like blonde hair in the comics, so yeah, but as I saw him in this movie, I was like, it changed. It changed again. Just like with Dwayne Johnson, the Black Adam, with this actor playing Hawkman, like he was great as Hawkman. Like he was awesome as Hawkman, and yeah, like I thought that was really clever actually making him like black instead of white. So yeah, and like his character was really cool, and I loved how throughout the whole movie we thought he was gonna die. Dr. Fate saw his future, and we thought he was gonna die, and we were all feeling sad about him. Yeah, and yeah, he was very much another leader of the group too. Like he was also like leading the other people of the group too. So yeah, he was cool. And then we get on to Atom Smasher. Atom Smasher was cool, but he didn't have much of a character in the movie. But he reminded me a lot like Deadpool. Like his suit looked a lot like Deadpool, just blue, and especially the fucking eye holes. The white eye holes look exactly like Deadpool. So yeah, and the way he was acting was a lot like Deadpool too. But he was cool how he can grow and all of that, and he was able to pull off like pretty fair fights with Black Adam with being big, and he even like kept him in the ground for like a small like a very short second. Anything else I just say? And yeah, that scene where he knocks out where he tells Black Adam like, "Dude, be careful! I almost hit you," and then he hits Hawkman. That scene was hilarious. Yeah, when I saw that in theaters, I couldn't stop laughing. So yeah, and I did rewatch this movie too on Black Friday. So yeah, my uncle bought it on digital, but I also saw it in theaters with my dad on October too. Um, what else was I gonna say about this movie? So yeah, Atom Smasher, he was okay, and then we get on to Cyclone. Cyclone was easily my least favorite character of the movie, cause she wasn't even interesting at all. All she did was just a fucking tornado, and like she was not funny at all. She was very much like she was boring, to be honest, and we didn't really know much about her. Yeah, nah, Cyclone, I didn't like her, to be honest. She was just useless, you know? Like I just found her to be useless, and you could have easily just done the movie without her. So yeah. Okay, now we get on to the human characters such as Amon and his mother. I thought they were really cool. I thought Amon was pretty cute, like cute in the way you call a dog. So yeah, I thought he was cute, and I loved the whole thing of him acting smart and all of that, and like outsmarting these like people, these rich people, and like their little hover bikes and all of that. So yeah, and what else was I gonna say? And him with the skateboard was pretty cool too. Yeah, he was cool, and the fact that he really liked Black Adam. Like he really thought he was cool, and he really wanted to make him like into the superhero like culture. So yeah, that was pretty cool, and the fact that he was being really smart about the crown and where to hide it and all of that. Yeah, he was a really smart kid, and that's what I really liked about him in the movie. And I liked how he always did this, like the little thing to call Teth Adam. So yeah, that was pretty cool. Like he was the one. He was like the main one that really looked up to him the most. Um, so yeah. And then the mom was really cool too, and the fact that like she also cared for Black Adam too, and like she supported him, not like the Justice Society was like. The Justice Society didn't even support him at all. Like she really saw him as a hero, and the same with everyone in like the little town. Uh, so yeah, anything else I should say about this movie? Anything else I should say about her? I think that should be it. But yeah, she was cool too. And then we get on to her brother of the movie, the electrician. I thought he was hilarious too. Yeah, he was really funny too. And yeah, and the fact that he even wanted to he wanted to help a lot too with like the mission and all of that. Yeah, he was cool. And then we get on to the villain of this movie, Sabak. If you guys hear crying, it's my little brother. I really hope he stops soon. I mean, I would really like to go over there and cheer him up, but obviously I can't. But hopefully my mom can. So yeah. What else was I gonna say? So I'm gonna try to end this video pretty soon. So yeah, now let's get on to the villain character of Sabak. Now, Sabak, I thought he was kind of a whack villain, to be honest. Like the human version of him was very boring. I did not like him at all. The human version was not really compelling at all. Like he was not even like, I don't know, like he wasn't interesting, and the whole thing with him wanting the crown and all of that wasn't really interesting. So yeah, he was definitely one of the weaker points of the movie too, along with Cyclone. Anything else I should say? So yeah, I didn't like him much, but towards the end of the movie, when you find out that he's the last breed of the king that Black Adam killed through his rage, and he almost destroyed the town. Yeah, I thought that was cool how he was the last breed of the Black Adam's worst enemy, and the whole thing with him turning into a demon I thought was cool too, and him unleashing hell on Earth. I mean, to be honest, the whole hell on Earth thing in the movie just felt really random, and it didn't really feel like Black Adam, like it just felt kind of out of place, with like the whole crown thing and all of that. Yeah, so I thought so yeah, that's another flaw I have with the movie is the whole hell on Earth plan with the villain. I thought just felt random. So yeah, but I thought it was cool though. Don't get me wrong, it was cool, but I just felt like it was too rushed. It was too random, but it was still cool at the end battle with seeing hell on Earth. So yeah, I thought it was cool, but it was just too forced and rushed. Um, Anything else I should say about Sabak? But yeah, in the end, when Sabak is a demon and he's fighting the Justice Society and he's fighting Black Adam and he's trying to sit on the throne, I thought that those scenes were him were pretty cool actually. Like all those scenes with him at the end were awesome actually. So yeah. Um, Anything else I should say about this movie? Anything else I should say about this movie? Oh yeah, and also if a lot of you guys may know, like we got two characters from the Suicide Squad in this movie, and that's Amanda Waller and the girl from Peacemaker, and that's why I wanted to review Peacemaker was because the same girl from that show was in this movie too. So yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. It wasn't really necessary, but I still thought it was cool though, and I thought Amanda Waller wasn't necessary either, but she was still cool though. And the whole thing, and so my other flaw with this movie was the twist that Black Adam, like the person that they have the statue for, wasn't really Black Adam. It was his son. It was his son, and like he gave his dad the power of he gave his dad his power, but then after that he died. I don't know, that kind of confused me because that kind of destroyed the purpose of Black Adam knowing what he's doing and all of that, and like what else? Like I thought Black Adam would have known how to fight already, and like how would he have known how to do all this stuff already? Like how would he have known to use all this power if he didn't like have it from the beginning? So, yeah, I don't know. That whole thing kind of confused me. But I thought that was really sad when his son died though. That was pretty sad. Like he lost his power and then like he gave away his power and then died right after that. That was pretty sad. Um, Anything else I should say about this movie? So yeah, like I said, the end battle was cool, and I was really rooting for Black Adam because like Black Adam like he said Shazam and like gave up his power because he felt too sad about remembering about his son and all of that, and that the town doesn't need a hero, like it needs to be free. So yeah, and I really like that whole theme a lot to the movie. We don't need a hero, we need to be free. I thought that was beautiful. So yeah, and I love that whole thing where Black Adam was trying to return from the little like underwater prison, and like he was fighting all the guards even though he didn't have the power, and then he went up like he was trying to swim up, but then like he didn't make it, and then he like suffocated, but then once he went up he said Shazam, and then he went up and he went and fought Sabak. So yeah, that whole sequence was pretty cool. And one thing that got me really sad in the movie was when Dr. Fate died. That was really sad when he died, and then he died so he can like he basically sacrificed himself to save the rest of them and to save his best friend Hawkman. So yeah, that whole scene was really sad when Sabak killed him. Um, Anything else I should say? And I thought it was cool when Amon and his uncle and mom like they were fighting the skeleton people, and they even got the whole town to help them fight the little skeleton folk, like those little skeleton people that Sabak brought back from hell. Um, Anything else I should say? So yeah, the fight between Black Adam and Sabak was pretty dope, and I thought it was really cool when Hawkman tricked Sabak, and Hawkman didn't die. Like he still survives, and then he did a trick with the helmet. So yeah, that was pretty sick. Um, and then when Sabak died, that was fucking awesome too. When Black Adam tell him the Men in Black sent you, and then he chopped him in half. That was fucking awesome. So yeah, I love that a lot. And then I loved how the movie ended when he destroyed the throne, because he's like it doesn't need a king, it needs to be free. And then they call him Tess Adam, and he's like, no, that name is a little old school. And then they're like, what should we call you? And then it ends with him smiling and it says Black Adam. So yeah, very cool ending. And let's talk about the end credits scene, because this end credits scene was fucking awesome. I was in huge shock. I did not see this coming at all. The end battle was, I mean, the end credits was Superman appearing, Henry Cavill as Superman in the end credits. That was fucking awesome. I loved that so much. And it was really cool when Amanda Waller said, Xandar will be your not I don't think it was called Xandar. I forgot what the town was called, but she said that the town is his prison, and you should never leave. And he's like, so what? And she's like, I know many people that can go and challenge you. And he's like, send them all. So yeah, that was really sick. And then Superman shows up right there behind the fog. Yeah, awesome. And he was even like, yeah, I forgot what he said, but it was just so cool seeing Henry Cavill reprise his role as Superman after we all thought he quit. But like I said, I would have loved to have seen Man of Steel 2, but at the least, I mean I know they said Black Adam